All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, according to a publication on Business Day, a leadership study conducted by some scholars found that leaders must be astute at scanning their environment, setting high standards in their respective endeavors, and keeping abreast of the welfare of the people they govern. Now, to achieve this, most countries in the new decade, that's 2021 to 2030, will need leaders with superb attributes: integrity, commitment, courage, character, knowledge, and problem solving, amongst many others. Now, that can be used to scan an uncertain and complex world. Now, a world in a digital age, but challenged by pandemics, climate change, insecurity, political upheavals, trade wars, and economic shocks, amongst many others. I mean, you must be able to navigate all of those things as a leader. So one grime reality that confronts most nations of the world, particularly those of Africa, in the new decade is its deepening security crisis. Poverty, unemployment, and inflation of high magnitude are the signatures of most African countries. Now, Nigeria is not exempted. In Nigeria, we witness political decay, desperate struggle of state managers and political class over the control of economic resources, ethnic conflicts, chronic debt, burden, environmental and human insecurity, disease, crime, and famine, amongst many other things that are characterized by most part of the early 2000s, also worsened, right? So whilst the political parties are busy with primaries and the selection of the selection process of their flag bearers ahead of the general elections come 2023, tonight we are asking Nigerians, right, the electorates, the ones that have the power in their hands, right, what qualities should you be looking at for your next governor, your next president or governors, your next national state and state assembly representatives, your local government chairman, because this leadership we're talking about is not restricted, or is not, presidency is not the A or and B all of leadership. It cuts across all the way down to the local government level. So what kinds of leaders are you looking for, at these levels that I've mentioned? Now, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. You can also tweet at us at PlusTvAfrica1 with the hashtag WaveShow. All right, so Elsie and I, we're flying solo, as I always say. So, first of all, when I watched all the happenings that have been going on, I've been watching all the happenings around different political parties and different levels of primaries.
Like your dedication. I have not been watching,
I have,
but
actually.
I'm catching up.
It's saddening to know that, first of all, that the kind of leaders that are even emerging, right? Apart from Peter Obi, that saw the future and decided to go to where he would not be asked to bribe or pay money to be able to emerge as the flag bearer. It is really worrisome, even though I hear now that people are complaining that the dollar is fake.
I was going to mention that. Allegedly.
Allegedly, that is fake dollar that they were sharing. But is it that we do not even care anymore as to the quality of the character of the people representing us? So I was watching a video. I thought we were going to be able to download it. Pastor Ibiome was talking on social media, telling his congregants that, please, don't vote parties, because he has seen that all parties have failed. Vote the individual. You must look for a visionary leader. You must vote for that visionary leader, because right now that Nigeria is in the woods, I'm shocked I can remember everything he said. Nigeria is in the woods, and we need someone that can chart that visionary path to say, okay, this is where we're going. But first of all, do we even understand what the kind of leaders that we truly need right now at this point, or we are just going with the flow? Because some people were returned back that did woefully. Some people were dropped, right? I mean, a lot of dynamics are happening. But let me hear your thoughts on this conversation as we journey towards 2023.
You don't ask plenty questions. I'm not sure I want to make an answer.
Sure, you don't write them down. No vex.
So you said something around if Nigerians know what they want. I think Nigerians do. Majority are just really helpless. Helpless, some because they genuinely are tired, some out of ignorance. Sometimes even me sitting here will be part of the ignorant set of people, especially when we don't know what our rights are and what we can do in terms of checkmating this governance. Now, the ones that are tired will then take me to those who know. But when you see what is playing out when it comes to judiciary in Nigeria, then you're wondering, does the law really work? Like, are these people not exactly above the law? Because now you're seeing Peter Obi being arrested last week, whatever.
No,
Sorry. Please,
Okorocha.
Peter Obi fan, don't come for me.
Okorocha.
Rocha's going to be arrested last week. They said they filed the motion since January, that they've been looking for him. But now that there is a game to be played, in terms of who gets the what's it called now, who becomes the flag bearer for APC, they know how to go and get him and arrest him, right? So I know that we all, at least we have a common goal in terms of what we want when it comes to employment, infrastructure, economy, security, right? Even if we are divided by religion and ethnicity, we have that common goal when it comes to what do we want as people and how do we want to be led, right? So just to answer that question, I think Nigerians do. But right now for me, I think while they are preparing to give us the options, I mean, I think we have most of the options. It's just one of the major options that we're waiting for.
I saw the post. ANPP is what's his name? I think Okonso. PDP is Atiku.
Anyway, so
and
I was saying
Labour. Wait, let me finish it for you now. Labour Party is Peter Obi, so we're waiting for APC. Go ahead.
So I want to see change. I think the media has a lot of job to do in even helping Nigerians decide. I want to see better interviews and better questioning. I think media, like I said, the journalists, those that will be in the forefront of this conversation, need to dig deep. Just do your job and just do it right in terms of, this is my job to get the facts out to people and let them be able to see the truth, not based on PR, not based on this is the candidate that is going to fund our, just do your job and help people. And I'm also hoping that the kind of debates we would get to see, that if they will attend, will be one that it's not about casting aspersions, it's not about insulting somebody, it's not about making noise, it's about asking the right questions. What is your plan for unemployment? What do you think we should be doing to alleviate a lot of people from poverty? What do we think we should be doing if we're saying we need to really flush corruption out of our system? In fact, what is your plan when it comes to value? Because I think that is one thing across the board, not even just the leaders now, the people from young to old, we're losing our values. And this conversation, I remember when we were having it here and somebody was saying something about, oh, the values is from the home, Nigerians are scattered this way because parents are not doing their job. And I made an example, because when you're leading people, their security is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to make decisions that will help them make the right choices at the end of the day. If it was easy for human beings to lead themselves, I don't think we would need to have a governance or any leading structure at all. Human beings are meant to be led and directed, right? So I always give the example of what it was in Lagos State. At least this is where I grew up, when it comes to wearing a seatbelt. It was never in our culture to wear seatbelts. We felt, even when the law was passed by Babatunde Fashola when he was the governor of Lagos State, it was like, this guy want to kill us. What is it? Do you want us to be... We even made reference to us being strangled with seatbelts. But because of the penalty that was attached to that law and the way it was implemented, right now, when you get into your car, nobody even tells you. It's now no longer about penalties. It is now part of us. And I think that to correct some of the ills that we have in the society, we need someone who is visionary, someone who will think for the people. Because even when you say you have 200 million whatever people, in that 200 people, the most important set of people are the right thinking people. How many of those 200 million people are the right thinking people? And those right-thinking people are the ones who are supposed to make decisions that will even bring more people to the side of right thinking. So, I mean, that's like a digression to values. And I'm also saying there's security issues. All of us are facing it now. Before, we felt like we were untouchable in Lagos. But now, even in Lekki Phase 1, they are kidnapping people. Right? So, it is now in the doormouth of everybody. Like, we are facing it. We have pollution issue. I mean, we are not raising it, we're not talking about it, but you are driving past some areas, you're perceiving some things, and you're wondering, and people are there, like they're living there, you know, and the economy itself, how much is a dollar to naira now? So there are issues,
that dollar is almost 1,000 naira.
There are issues to be discussed. We need to know what your plan is. It is not enough to tell us that I've wanted to be the president of Nigeria and I've ran
for 29
and
years.
I've been doing it for however long. You've been doing it, you've been doling out money and everything and paying delegates, whether they say it's fake or original. What have you, if you are that passionate, what have you done? Have you tried to set up an NGO or to run something that would say, I'm going to impact these people directly, even if I'm not going to impact them from that seat at the top? I have to do it from the grassroots. What have you done?
But they will swear that some of these candidates have actually impacted
that is why I said
the people. But you see, that impact,
the media should be able to do their job and let us know what it is. Because you mentioned something about the qualities of leaders. You mentioned some. I think I'll just reel out the ones I wrote down here. They have to be empathetic, right? Integrity. Please, those people that you mentioned, which of them? Confidence. Well, they get confidence. If you don't get confidence, you won't have the track record you have and still be paying 100 million and have the hope that you want to be the president of Nigeria. So if it's that one, they have it. Accountability, I don't understand. Humility, creativity and innovation. You see this one? I think that is one of the primary qualities that can bring us out of where we are right now, because in fact that even comes along with open-mindedness, because you have to be able to listen to the voice of reason, even if you cannot think for yourself and think for Nigeria alone, because it's not a one-man job. The people you will surround yourself with would be the reason we will move forward or we'll move backward. Do you understand? Then you have to be responsible, you have to be dependable, strategic and critical thinking. You see that creativity, innovation, strategic and critical thinking, it is a big deal. So, I mean, we have a job on our hands. Our guest yesterday was saying something about Jesse being hope, and I align with him completely in that regard. But it also lies in the job that the party majority are thinking, oh, they have the right candidate now. The work they're ready to do in terms of visibility, because we know what the voting culture is. When you get there, they're looking for the party. And we already know there's umbrella, there is broom. If you ask me sitting here, what is the icon of the other parties, I don't know. You know, so there's a lot.
There's a lot to be done. Okay, so let's go on a short break, right? We would like to open our phone lines. I would like to hear some of the qualities that you think our leaders, right, should have going forward, going into 2023 general elections. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, so thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, it's our ladies' night out. Elsie and I we're focusing on the road to 2023, and we're asking what kinds of leaders do we want. Now, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join this conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. You can also tweet at us at WaysShowAfrica1 with the hashtag WaysShow. Our phone line is now open. Please, the number to call is 07025007749. 07025007749. Remember to turn off the volume of your television set so we can hear ourselves. So I just wanted to take it a bit, because I think you glossed on it a bit when you talked about, when you listed all the qualities that you're looking out for, and you're asking, okay, this current crop of people that have come out as presidential flag bearers, what qualities do they have? So let's even bring it down all the way, even in the gubernatorial level, your state house of assembly, your state representatives and your federal representatives, you know, how well, first of all, do we even understand the candidates, right? Because it's going to be very difficult to get Nigerians to stop voting parties, even though everybody is saying do not vote party, vote individual. Now tell me, if we were to ask, okay, except maybe the ones that made a lot of noise, like Banky W, we know that, okay, his constituency is Etiosa, how many of this representative? Because we know for anything meaningful to happen in Nigeria, those people that are our leaders at the representative level, be it state, be it federal, they play a major role in the transformation that we are seeking in Nigeria. So what qualities are we looking out for this? Because now, these constituencies and all of those people there, they are just all about, I'm just going to be there. Some of them, they've been there for 16 years. Some of them have done almost like eight terms, 7 terms, How do we even start to say, okay, you know what, these are the qualities that we are looking out for at those levels? Well, let me take our first caller for the evening. Youngest old man, thank you for calling. You're live.
I hope we're doing fine.
Yes, we're good. Thank you for calling.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes, you see, your topic today is quite strengthening, but the issue is that I don't think the average Nigerian has grown to that strength of knowing the kind of leader he wants. Most people that their vote counts these days, that have the time to stand in the queue, they go there for something else in mind, what they can get at the moment. Just practically what happened in the PDP selection stuff. You can see what happened there. Money is the order of the day. Most people, they go to vote in the sense for them to get something. But imagine if all of us can have that understanding that voting for a leader is for you to be able to understand the history of that person, what he has been able to accomplish. For example, if somebody should be a leader, he should understand on how to grow things, not succeeding without even having his history of success. You just make it all of a sudden and you start blowing the money or out of luck. There should be a part of your growth. Just like this man said that if you have not grown wealth before, you can't manage wealth. So as to for you, if you have not led people in from the lower level to some levels, you can't lead people even in the high places, because a leadership word is another word for calling you a servant to the people, to understand, to be able to localize your language. But these people that you see when they just cross the Abuja, they use something and block the road, and nobody will get access to them again. And even the channel they watch is different. Those people are not the kind of leaders that this country deserves now.
Youngest old man.
The problem is with the polls count.
Youngest old man, I was going to ask that.
Yes.
Peter Obi seems to be gathering a lot of momentum because based on his track record, because I want to go by what you just said, based on Peter Obi's track record in Anambra State, what he did, how he was able to even keep a reserve and all of that at that state level. He seems to be gathering a lot of, integrity quota in the eye of the people. Do you think he even stands a chance? Does he even look close to the kind of leader we should be looking out for come 2023?
Good. Now, if you want to confine based on the situation and fundamentals of Nigerian challenge, Peter Obi is the perfect match. But the problem is that those that call the shot is not their perfect match. You and I can understand our problem today. You see, if you make me a president today, I will do something that will change 1 or 2 things. You'll not be hearing one person packing 80-something billion and another 90-something billion. But no, there will be check and balance. But the problem is that the cabals, the people that call the shot, he's not their preferred candidate. You and I know that Peter Obi has something to offer. What he did in Anambra will live forever. And you see that thing that people don't understand, that at the end of the day, what you do will come back to you. Peter Obi is a living example. People thought he's stupid then because he's not allowing people to chop. In fact, I once entered plane with him. Me and Peter Obi, I think we flew, let me not start calling the names of the airline, but I was, how I knew? I saw a mobile policeman standing somewhere around the I was just like, what is the mobile policeman doing? And I now look in front of me. P2B is there using public plane, a governor. So I saw that live, and I know the kind of person he is, and I know what he has in mind. But the problem is that the people that call the shot in this country, I wish me and your vote will count. You understand? To some extent, we'll get who will lead us. This country is bigger than what you think, and there's a lot of things that can go right. So for me, it's a perfect match, but the cabals that call the shot are strong. Trust me.
All right. Thank you so much, youngest old man.
You're welcome.
Thank you, but I also think that we need to rewrite that narrative of our votes not counting. Your vote count. That when you think yours does not count, next person thinks the same thing. Everybody. That's when we begin to have voters
and that's where
apathy,
they get the opportunity
right? And that's
to read.
to come back to it. So your vote actually counts. Come election days, please. Let's all go out and do the right thing, please. Let's not continue this idea of my vote does not count. If it does not count, why are they at the polling units giving you money? Just think about it. If it does not count, then they don't need to do that. It's because it counts. That's why they do what they do. So please, let's really go out and choose the kind of leader we want, like the youngest old man has said.
Yeah. So I was saying that, you see, because leadership does not stop. It doesn't start and end at presidency.
Absolutely.
Because everybody just looks at the president. They don't check who are the people that's, because the state, the representatives are supposed to checkmate the president. They're supposed to make sure that whatever it is, that the deliverables that you have mentioned, your key performance indicators, you are meeting your targets, right? No, it's true now. If you have set a goal to say this is what we will do, this is what we will do, when you put all those campaign promises, that's what those state and
I'm gonna give you hope, man.
national representatives are supposed to be, to be about. But these people are the ones that are not even, nobody cares about who they are. So tell me how we're going to switch and change that system. You know what? Let me take another call. Thank you for calling. You're live.
Good afternoon or good evening.
Good evening. Okonkwo.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You see, you people are talking about leadership in Nigeria, isn't it?
Yes, please.
The kind of quality of the leadership that Nigeria wants, you can rightly find in the person of Olusegun Obasanjo. Of all the political heavyweights that bought tickets to come and vie for presidency of Nigeria, none of them has the weight to lead Nigeria. You need the kind of character of person, the quality of person of Olusegun Obasanjo that will be able to lead Nigeria. Peter Obi cannot lead Nigeria from Surulere to Lagos. Neither can any of the other people. Even the present man who is there, you see him, Osinbajo, has not been able to lead Nigeria even in the absence of Buhari. Because the cabal that is called Nigeria will deal with you when you come, when you make decisions, say what you want to say, give the orders you want to give. Nobody is going to listen to you. You say it in the morning, they cancel it out in the afternoon. We saw it play when Osinbajo was in power and Buhari was away.
So Okonkwo, because
who are
now
these cabals?
No, it's not even the who is the cabal. Me, I'm even asking. Now you are saying about Obasanjo. So where is the hope?
Do you know that some people own this Nigeria?
Our father's land.
There's no hope. We haven't found anybody who has the qualities of Obasanjo. Olusegun Obasanjo, they should just call him to come and take the presidency and continue to rule this country. He's the only man who has the guts to rule the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you, Okonkwo.
I have lived in this country for a long time.
Thank you, Okonkwo.
And I have seen it. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think I understand.
I understand what he's saying.
From.
Because guess what? You need,
and that man has it.
You need to have a very tough.
There's nothing for him. There's nothing you can do to him that has not been done to him. So he had the guts, and I get where he's coming from. But of course, going back to bring him,
check. They said
really.
The history of presidency in Nigeria. He had the best. Okay, all the people that we are praising and saying that they are doing great things, they were all his ministers. What's her name? Okonjo-Iweala. A lot of even what's his name? Sanusi. was under his dispensation. I was voting. So
yeah.
There's a lot that people attribute to him, and I understand why, because he understood how to handpick the right people.
That's leadership.
You understand? And that is, thank you.
That is leadership.
You see, that's what I'm saying, that
you don't even have to do anything.
That our quote is so apt. As a leader, all you need to do is sit down and raise
Delegate.
Raise leaders at different levels, right? You are not raising people that are doing yes or yes ma to you. No, you have to raise leaders so that they will be decision makers. They will be able to say, you know what, I am standing at this department because I am here. Nothing fails under my watch. Wow. And when I leave, I am making sure that there's a succession plan.
Okay.
Whether I leave, something will be there.
Let's bring it home. Let's leave our leaders.
Okay, hold on. Let me take Peter from Benin. Peter, are you there? Peter, you're live.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Howard and Elsie, good to hear from you guys again.
Thank you.
Beautiful topic, but let me start by saying that the beautiful one has not yet been born.
Yo.
Sad, it's the sad truth, but it's the hard truth. If I'm to recommend the kind of leader that Nigeria will need to move us forward, I will recommend two leaders. One, late president of Ghana in the mode of Jerry Rawlings. Then the late president of Burkina Faso of Thomas Sankara. For the kind of diverse and how our value system has been eroded in this country, we need a fearless leader that can take that bull by the horn, who live by example. Like the quote of today says that leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders, if I'm very correct, based on the quotes that you brought today.
Yeah.
Now, people are bringing a Peter Obi angle. I expected the Peter Obi and the likes of Peter Obi to have started this movement like 9 months ago. They'll go to Labour Party. The consciousness will start, like Elsie said. Some people in this country don't even know the symbols of other parties. 9 months from what he did 4 or 5 days ago or 6 days ago, the movement will have started. People like us that have a broad-based, holistic view of the kind of leader we want to move this country, we'll key into it. In our own little space, we'll be selling Labour Party. We'll be increasing the numbers. Because the time for this third force, that the perceived leadership quality that Peter Obi is bringing on board is too short to dislodge the PDP and the APC. The sad truth is that the next president of this country for the next 8 years or probably 16 years will still come from APC or PDP. So what is the way forward? Let's not be defeated with this third force that is coming, even if they don't win it in this next election. The movement has started, because the way forward is forward. Nigeria is so diverse in the context that you just bring anybody that does not have that fearless character to live by example and make hard decisions. Like one of your guests, my mentor, Dele Farotimi, will always say, we need to restructure this country. Because it's not change of personnel. I've been saying it and even put into the idea. If you bring a good man in this wicked system called Nigeria,
he will be corrupt.
Is that the system consumes him, or if he wants to change the system, now they will kill him. That's my own humble take.
Thank you so much.
So
Peter.
we need a fearless leader and a courageous leader to move this country forward.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Peter. What a downer. The beautiful ones have not been born.
Please, I am beautiful. Thank you very much. I have been born.
So I get that fearlessness.
Oh
and
my God.
so I don't want us to think that we need someone like a Jerry Rawlings. Why I say so is that if they know, you know the way Pharaoh knew. It was Pharaoh now?
If they know that what?
That sent people to go and kill all the newborns. If they knew that this is coming, you know.
No, of course, the idea of Jerry Rawlings is that you will not know it's coming.
No, I'm saying that the desperation of the crop of people that we have today that want to go into positions of authority and leadership, right? They're too desperate. So if you come in, I want to believe that you must be someone that is not ready to kill them, like a Jerry Rawlings. You understand? No, it's true. See, because the corruption has eaten deeper than we think. It does not stop at these people, down to us, even our children.
That was why I said, you were saying something about leaders. The job of a leader is to raise other leaders and allow them to succeed under them, right? And I said, let's bring it home. And what I meant by that is the workplaces. You see someone who is supposed to be a manager, or even someone who is supposed to be a leader of an organization. Once they see that somebody is getting the job done and is getting it done right, they feel threatened. There's something they call office politics. There's drama here, there's drama there. Even in the family, you marry this one, the brother-in-law is looking okay. It's obvious to find a way to say, oh brother, how will you help me? No, it is how to bring him down. So it's not just, somebody said that, I think it was Milola, our lady who did not get the ticket, when she was talking, and she said something about Nigeria deserving the kind of leaders we get. And see, I know that some of us that are part of the right-thinking people will feel like, no, I don't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. But in the grand scheme of things,
we do actually.
We do.
Let me take a caller. I think, is that youngest old man again?
Yes, so I'm here again.
Oh, God. Go ahead.
Please, I want to kind of counter what Mr. Okonkwo said.
Okay.
I 1 million times believe that Obasanjo time has gone. He has done his bit, and there is a million hope for Nigerians. Now, he is practically talking about a ruler. In this case, we are looking for a leader. Somebody with a corporate mantra. Somebody that can understand how to run things with accountability. Somebody that can fix me and you, that you can even follow up with its moves. Let me tell you with the gospel truth. If you know the situation of Anambra security, when Peter Obi took over, go and check the archives. You understand that guy has done something in his own way. So for Obasanjo, I understand he did his bit, he had his victories, and he had his flaws. Okay, let's not go into that. But for him to say that there is no hope, that is not possible. Nigeria, we have more than 1 million. In fact, the hopes we have is bigger than the failures that we've gotten. So all we need to do is to trash all these rulers and get a leader that has a corporate mantra, somebody that will run things with us, but not rule things with us.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
And their colleagues are just rulers. We need
leaders. Thank you so much. So we need to take. I think there was another call trying to come in. Maybe we'll just take a final call. But you see, I want to be hopeful. So the point I was trying to make about not killing, right? You must find a way.
Not kill them.
No, so
I don't know why you're going back to this matter.
See, because you know why? Them. If you say you want to kill, what I'm telling you that the people you will kill will be too many. What I think we should do is find a way that you have to have a mixture of good and bad in your system. But the structure you will build will be something that bad will just have a natural death. It will die. You make corruption so unattractive.
So, you see,
excitement.
There is nobody.
Sorry, my darling. Excitement? Okay. Thank you for calling. Excitement, you're live. Go ahead quickly.
Thank you very much, my dear. I'm calling you from about the name excitement.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. You see, all this explanation we are talking about, we just needed a very dreaded corner that will just clear this total bundle of nuisance. The APC, PDP, Labour, they are all the same, my sister. We need a deadly corner. And I mean that will just clear these people, bring a fresh people that will save this country. That is my take on it.
Thank you.
These people, okay, we are all complaining now. We say old men, young men. Now, this thing has gone to bring article. Basically, produce to say those people. So what are we looking for? What are we looking for now? The country is thinking every day by the day. It's just prayers we need, my dear. That's how we take on it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, our time is almost gone. So I want to quickly say that there is no leader we are going to have now, right? That's going to automatically, even if it's the Peter Obi, that will automatically change Nigeria in 4 years, right? But why I'm even a bit geared towards him is because everybody can agree with me that we have a wasteful government. If it's just to even cut down that waste and begin to block this corruption hole, because I don't understand why a layman like me will be able to achieve one thing, something I can achieve with, hypothetically speaking, 100 million naira. This government will need 1 billion to achieve it. And it will still not be standard. It will still not be of quality, to still be mediocrity. So there is a problem. And even if it's just to cut down the cost of governance.
Which is what we know he can do. You know me, I think the problem with Peter Obi,
we'll see how it
that
goes.
I feel that people, the problem they will have with him, they say he's a stingy man. But we need that stinginess.
We need it now.
You understand?
If you want money, go and work for your money.
This was somebody that his official cars, everything, he made it localized. I don't want it to sound
like we're
I'm not campaigning for him, but I'm just trying to say that.
Let me just take this comment.
Let's put our money where our mouth is.
Good evening, my dear beautiful sisters of What Are You Saying With? The question of what kind of leaders do we want? There is not too much talk about it. The kind of leaders that we want are the ones that will give us what we want and lead us the way we want. Any regime or government that does what they like and does not do what we like or want is no government. The government that we want is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That is a good government and true democracy, without a shadow of doubt. This present government is bad luck and a total nightmare. They are only there for themselves and not for us. That is a selfish and greedy government. The earlier we get rid of them, the better, before they destroy us. We need a leader that has the welfare of the people in mind and nothing more. I rest my case for now. My name is Daniel Ilo, who is regular fan.
Wow, the phone lines are still buzzing.
Daniel.
But let me take our comment from Ade from the UK. He says, good evening, ladies. Uwa, you are too emotional in deciding the leaders Nigeria needed. He said, I mentioned it in the past on this show that J.J. Rawlings' principles should be applied and put them on minimum wage. Collect all embezzled money. Oh God. And that's from Ade from the UK. Ade Biko. See, I'm not being emotional. I'm saying that the amount of corruption that has happened.
You cannot be a Nigerian leader. You know, I said yesterday, you have to be good and bad. You have to wear the two
That's what I'm saying to you.
So you know, follow.
So I can't qualify. So I don't believe that you must really kill people for it. You know, what I believe
you are going to make me look like the devil.
No!
Yes, you will not kill people, but you have to have guts.
You have to have guts. But you see, that guts is so many things. And it doesn't have to be...
I hope you know that when a person... In fact, this is on a global level now. As a president of a country, there are decisions you take that whether you like it or not, lives will go. So being on that seat is not even a joke. Let's close the show there.
I think we can close it there on that note. I won't say a word anymore. Thank you, Elsie.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone. We see the phone lines are still ringing. Mona no vex. It's just 1 hour. Thank you so much. Now, before we go, ensure you follow us on Instagrams at PlusTvAfrica, on Twitter at PlusTvAfrica1. You can interact with us further, drop a comment, and more importantly, follow all our engagements on social media. You can like, share, invite your families and friends to watch and follow the conversation. The phone line is buzzing. All right, so if you missed today's quote, I love this quote so much, and I wish every leader would understand this principle. It makes your job easy. He said leaders don't create followers, right? They create more leaders. We need more leaders, and this was by Tom Peters. We'll see you guys live tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Enjoy.